What's going on, everybody? We are back on project dumpster fire to daily, which is not going to be my daily anymore. We've moved on from this thing, but I want to get some things done on it before we wind up putting it up for sale. But it just seems like every time we try to finish something else goes wrong. It's not that the truck is cursed for the new owner, whoever has it. It's just things I just don't want to dive into on it. It's still a cool truck, don't get me wrong. Sounds great, drives great, and all that kind of good stuff. It's just a little nickel and dime project. I'm done. So I'm picking up the camera a little late on this one. This is going to be, we're switching out that front impact bar that was all smashed up from when the guy hit something. So, God, what a story on that. I ordered the parts through LMC. Great company, great products, shipping sucks. Charged me $150 to truck freight it, and it showed up on a regular truck. So I don't know what the truck freight was for, but I paid it, and it showed up 3 days late. So I got a brand new impact bar. So this is the piece that actually goes behind the bumper and keeps its shape. And then on top of that, what else did we get here? We got some of the plastic housing pieces that support the bumper. Now, here's the other problem I got. So when they hit something, they just continue to drive on it, and the bumper pretty much ate itself on the tire. So I'm not putting a bumper on it. I'm not going to find one and then paint it, or find a red one and pray that it matches. Not my thing. So this one, it's fine. It'll clean up really nice. It's just on that one side. There might be some zip ties holding it. We don't know. As far as the old impact bar goes, you can see here, this side here is the one that was smashed in. This is the passenger side. Driver's side's fine. These are the support braces that go behind it. This is all really simple to get off. And here's the smashed one. Yeah, you can see here, this is not very straight. So, yeah. So right here, here's the new one. It's the new side brace. And then on top of that, we had to get a new fog light assembly. This was my own fault. When I was pulling on it, not on the fog light, but when I was pulling on the bumper to try to get some of the pieces off, I actually broke the housing that holds the fog light. So luckily for me, you can't just buy the housing, you have to buy the whole damn thing. So why not? Let's just toss some more money out there, you know? The battery only made it 13 months. Had to get a new one of those. Not covered under warranty. Awesome. So yeah, no, that's about it. The speakers, just kind of giving you guys a rundown. Front speakers didn't work. The only speaker I had that worked was that one over there. Come to find out, there were speakers in there, but the magnets on them were ripped off. So I'm assuming they busted them off and probably, like, I don't know, took them to a pawn or scrap yard, used the weight in it for get a little payout. I don't know. I don't know about this thing. Like I said, it's a great truck. I love it. I'm done with it. The whole back here is full of stuff. It's full of all the door panels, bumper parts, bumper. So we got a mess going on. But as far as getting this impact bar off, it was really easy. There's only 6 bolts that hold it on. 3 on the top on each side, and then 3 on the bottom on each side. This is what they are. Carriage bolt. Yeah, it's a carriage bolt. It's got the square bottom on it, so when it goes through the bumper, this actually holds itself in place. It does have those little stupid like star rings on it that I just pried them off. It's there to help hold the bolt in for when you're putting the bumper on and all that. We're past that point because I had to bust them off to get them off anyway. And then your fog lights are held in with 3 of these bolts. Super simple. And then your bumper and everything is held on with all these. So the problem, like I said, the problem I will have is on that one plastic side where the bumper is non-existent. we're just gonna put the bolts in there or zip ties. I haven't really gotten that far. So I guess for now we'll get the new bumper impact bar out. We'll start switching all the support braces over and then get this thing ready to go on. Alright, so we're throwing the old bracket on this side. This is the driver's side, along with the old fog light assembly. I'm trying to align these up where the old ones were, but the problem is new bumper's got a little clearance issue with that thing in the way. Right down there, that's hitting this. So that's always good. This side, all the holes lined up pretty good. The new side, not so much. This one here is going to take a little finessing, and I'm sure everything else will. So that's where we're at. We're just getting the fog light wire routed where it used to be, and then we'll get this thing hung up here and start seeing what we got to do to line everything up. Get the old tape measure out, I guess. So it's just weird that the factory bracket fits fine on the new bumper, but the new bracket doesn't fit fine on new bumper. So whatever. All right, well, we took a little break. I can do that. It's my shop garage. Had a little pizza and a nap. It's cool though. We're back in it. So we got the new impact bar on. We got it good and level with where it was. Everything mounted up pretty good. The fog lights on here, you can still access the back side of them, so once it gets dark out, we get everything mounted up, we'll come back in and readjust these brackets. There's, you know, one screw here and then two on the other side. That will move the whole housing around, so we'll get that straight. And then the light itself actually is adjustable too, so we'll have to work on that, but that'll be when it gets dark. Just to make sure that everything lines up straight with the bumper holes, and then that they're not like pointing off to the sky. We'll go ahead and dig all the stuff out of the back of the truck and start getting this put together and see how it turns out. So you can see as a comparison, after they wrecked the front of this thing, they just took a sawzall or a knife or something and just started cutting pieces to where it was drivable. So that's actually how much is gone. So, and that kind of reflects upon the bumper as well. They removed about that much of it too. So, oh well, we'll just see. For your factory fog lights, there's just one wire connection right here. So if you are taking this bumper off yourself, just check driver's side behind the plastic pieces that go right here. You just pop the clip out of the support, and then it's got this kind of connector. So you slide this part up, and then you'll push down on this piece. There's a piece right in here. You push down on it, and they just disconnect. This is the only wire harness that runs down to your fog lights. From here, it goes to this light and then tees off and goes around to the other one. So just make sure you unhook this before you go taking the bumper off, or you're going to run the risk of damaging this wire. On these plastic pieces here, these are T30s. There's 3 of them, 1, 2, and then there's one down right under here. This one just started spinning like crazy because it's just these stupid little plastic things, and they just wind up breaking off on the back. So it's still connected. I didn't have to take this one off anyway because this is not the new one. So there's supposed to be little foam pads that go up here. Those fell off. This is the old one though. The new one, I don't even think the new one had them. So, and then we just tucked the wheel well in behind this. So as far as these bolts go, these hold the bumper on. Hopefully I have them all still. Alright, well, we got the trim pieces washed. I got some spray I want to try on these to bring them back to life as best I can, because they do that thing where they fade out, but it's no big deal. Bumper, we got it washed up. I mean, as best as it looks. She got some damage. Alright, so all we gotta do now is line up these bolts. I did go to the hardware store, I got some new ones. So we'll get these on, but let me show you. This other side it's gross. So you can see, look at that. That's how much the tire and some kind of saw took out of the bumper. So, it is what it is. Somebody else will have to fix that one. Alright, well, it's on. It's finally straight again. Before, this piece here was almost underneath the middle of this headlight. It was still pushed back. So it's nice to have that straight as it gets. I mean, the headlight assembly is still kind of pushed in. So that's why we get this little weird gap going right here. It's a little more than the other side, but it's back on. Looks like a truck again, except for this part here. You can see where they just cut the old bumper because the tire was eating it alive. So, oh well. It's straight again for the most part, but looks good. See, this side here, it lines up a lot better because, like I said, the other side, the headlight and all that, you know, the hit was not only here on this side, but it was on the other side, which kind of went up into here. But, and then that trim piece is flat again. It was rippled because the bumper was actually twisted, and then so was this one down here. Same thing, had a little ripple to it. But so, as far as the front end goes, I'm done. That project, we're gonna go ahead and swipe that one off. That one's good. The other ones, climate lights, I still gotta look into that. I don't know if I can just replace the lights or if I have to replace the whole dial switch itself. Speakers, we did figure that one out. We're gonna kind of steal some speakers from the Mercury and put them in the Dodge, and then get new speakers for the Mercury. So that one will be checked off. The headrests, I still have to do those. I just got some more of my cleaner for my little cleaner, so that won't take long. Fixed driver rear door lock. That one I still got to dive into. I don't know. If it requires replacing that module in there, I'd probably skip it. If the arm itself has just fallen off, we can probably put it back on, but I think the actuator for it is hosed because it's doing that typical thing like the Dodges where you can hear it work, but it's not moving. Last on the list is that one. I can't wait for that one. We're gonna get some money in, get the truck sold, get some money, start on our next project. I'm still drawing up plans for it. We'll get that one taken care of. Oh man, it's just one thing after another with this truck as far as like just nickel and dime projects, and I've got to move on. So we'll get it completed here, have some fun with it for, like, I don't know, as long as it takes to sell it, and then it is out of here. But I don't know, as far as it goes, all the parts I said that came from LMC Truck, they were good parts, very sharp edges like the box says. I've got 1,000 cuts on my hands from messing with it, but the parts were good. Everything fit correctly. Took a little tweaking on some of the parts, but other than that, everything was smooth. Their shipping, horrible. They charged me $150 truck freight, and then it just showed up on a regular old FedEx truck 3 days late. So whatever, I don't know why they charge $150 for shipping if they're just going to do it that way, but it's what it is, I guess. So I don't know, we'll get this thing cleaned up, we'll get it back in here in the garage. I got more projects coming. We got one that's kind of off the wall. We're gonna be working on a side-by-side. So guy wants turn signals, horn, stuff to make it road legal, because they do drive it kind of around the country and stuff. So turn signals, horn. I think he's got like a receiver plate for the for towing that we got to put on it. and then just maintenance work. I think he's just hit his normal service on it, so we're gonna get that done. But I don't know, as far as this one goes, the truck, it's back together, we're good. That thing is just about out of here. So if you're thinking about doing that kind of project, fixing your front end, it's not that difficult. The part is expensive with the shipping. I've checked eBay, I've checked LMC Truck, I've checked all over. So if you need that impact bar, you're gonna have to pay for it. Unless you can go to like LMC yourself and pick it up and save yourself $150 shipping. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. We'll see you in the next video.